Fumble, Kusha, and welcome to another edition of the Election Talk Series, where we title The People and for know Watin then they vote for. This program they give opportunity to the people and we want for team up before for we country in business. For tell we what in them plans them, and same way so to we where they vote them, how we for make informed decision. We go better way. Decide where we dey, and the people and where they can be and we. Members say, na campaign salon they bring this program to you. We join on with Apex Multimedia and beaucoup other partners them. We go share this na all the major social media platforms. And me where they bring the program to una today, my name na Chairman of Mustafa Toronka, where beaucoup people and can call Chief Justice, the new Saluman. Now we program today, we get one of we aspirants where they vote for the chairmanship na Karene district, where na Mr. Abdul Kandeh Turay. You welcome na the program.
Thank you.
People then go they ask, who that's na Mr. Abdul? So we go give you 10 minutes for tell way small, but who that's na Mr. Abdul?
Well, Abdul Kandeh Turay na a very young man, an aspiring one, very ambitious for growth, and I born Banti Tom, we in a Karene district, inside Banti Chiefdom. That na my paternal side, that na didn't born me daddy. And my mommy side na one town we call Kalangba, inside the same Karene district, a very small town. But most of my life na Freetown and Spenham. But after 2014, I decided for can stay in the provinces because I mean I've been teacher. I don't do Freetown for a while and decide say if just not teaching I do, I need for can do in my village because if we all want for go na the shine, would I go lead the blind people? Just as Josephine say, we wouldn't learn small book. If we all try for go na the big cities, we get beaucoup teachers and beaucoup people who will be able to teach other people. Would I go learn the one them we not get the opportunity for get education. So that will make I decide for Canada village. And I did it for a very long time now, from 2014 to now. I think I don't do my bit for try for push development in my area there.
Okay, so when you talk about development, you don't push, you don't do a little bit. Of course, you're a very young man, energetic. So what's in some of the things that we don't do over the years?
Well, first, I don't offer me service as a teacher for free for a very long time because I teach for a very long time without being approved. That, of course, na service. Then, secondly, after people don't say I don't do something, then be push me for go for the position of a councillor. Now, what 224, na Sandat in Darren Chiefdom, where I've been sitting inside Wokulan Town another day up to this moment. After I become a councillor, I don't do a lot. I don't build mosques, I don't build schools, I don't do some community service. And popular amongst the things that I don't do, are the establishment of the Tamem Koluma. The Luma market right now where they make name na the northwest part of Sierra Leone, where located na Malonto. Na Luma where I fund 100% with my own finances. I build the table and call people for can do trade, for can sell the, construct a toilet, do a lot of other things. And after that, again, inside council, I be the chairman for education committee. And in that capacity, I don't serve my community and Karene district at large. I don't serve the district immensely, ranging from helping for CC, so many other schools them approve, we not been get government approval, and see also teachers them being approved in the capacity as a chairman for education at Karene District Council. How I been help schools them for approve, now that they come around and see this school, you get everything we take for make it become government assisted. So I just chip in and develop them documentations, do it for do printings and everything, and forward under the Ministry of Education. And today, a lot of them schools and they don't approve because of me. Because government can say yes, now we they approve schools. But if then schools and the administrators, they not get the initiative for development document and put them together and forward them to the appropriate authorities. it could be difficult for them to be approved. But I did it. I do all waiting take for make sure say the schools that they approved. And so many teachers them again don't approve because of me. And as I'm seated here also, I don't provide scholarships for school picking them. You know? What I mean provide scholarships, I get like 2 we start from year 1 till then graduate from EBK, and I get 1 again what they support now na Unimac, you know, and I can give some small assistance to some other school picking again. The fact that I don't see yes the one for land, I dey see how best me say the kind side for help them.
All right, thank you very much for telling small about yourself. Members say this na the election talk series where they bring to una the people and we want for represent we and for tell we them plan them. Today we there for discuss the policies.
Okay.
Why the people them for vote you? Why the people them for select or elect Mr. Abdul Kandeh Turay? But before we go to that, I want for let me discuss small what are some of the pressing issues them na Karene district.
Well, in the first place, in 2017, government will decide for recreate the Karene district. You know, government do a kind of de-amalgamation, wherein they can establish 2 new districts, and Karene is one of them. And you know what? Before the establishment of Karene district, you see say some parts of Podloko district and some parts of Karene district, they were very much deprived, and be add to each areas them. Now areas that will be say a very difficult for make them feel development. So therefore, the past government, in their wisdom, decide for recreate the Karene district. And when you see the way how they set up Karene district, you will see say the 8 most deprived chiefdoms them will be there inside Bombali, with the 5 most deprived chiefdoms will be there inside Podloko. Now then they bring together for recreate Karene district. And inside Karene district, we lack almost everything. Karene district lack a lot of things the way they point at. You know, for that reason, I can say the challenges them way Karene face now they're enormous, them boku. So therefore, I'm not going to pinpoint specifically saying that this Karene need, that this Karene need. Karene needs everything.
All right. So we know say the problems in Karene district, them boku, and Mr. Abdul say no we would say we specifically this and this and this because the people they need everything. So now we come to in policy system. Now for somebody who don't live there, don't teach there, don't work there for some time, he wants to go to understand what's in the people them want, what's in the people them need, right? And so today we want to discuss the policy them and tell we what's in the people them need for know but you. How your policies them will help the people them in Karene district.
Well, I'm quite sure the time no go permit me for make a talk on all within I get in store. But specifically, after where I don't sit down within me, I don't serve in the Karene District Council as a councillor for the past 5 years. And I don't sit down and look say, waiting I for prioritize in agriculture. I want to put me on priority in agriculture. For the simple fact that with people na agriculture they rely on. And I feel say when you help somebody pass something way in like that person they go able to develop in that particular thing they quickly. So therefore, for me, agriculture na the only way than the way I feel say we will be able to help and support with people under. How? Now rest don't become very much expensive. For example, if we give them the opportunity, we see how best we go liaise with the relevant stakeholders them for ensure say the people then get the input and implement them the right time when they forget them, you know, because over the years we can see they can carry with rest and other things that for help the farmers them fertilizer, but then when they can only come after the rains then only die out. And how person will be able to use that one day? At the end of the day, you go see the farmers them they sell the rest or cook them and eat them. But if the rest or the input where government or the relevant authorities them they give come at the right time, I think say they will able make do with them and support themselves in the agriculture. And for me again, I feel say if we support agriculture, we'll be able to make people and become self-reliant to a large extent. Because as far as Karene is concerned, I can say 90 to 95% of the people within a Karene are farmers. So the best we can help them, support them in their farming, give them what they need, and try to bring in mechanized farming. You know? And me don't attempt that several times when I've been as a councillor for make I involved into farming. But it was very, very much difficult for me. Imagine I was a councillor. For make I able get access to machinery, for make I able get access to inputs, you know, it's been very difficult for me. What about that layman? We not get the opportunity we may get. We not get the position we may get. You know, it will be very, very difficult for them, for me to able to access them in their soul and make them realize them dreams for get farming going.
Okay, so you want to tell me, say, the chairman we've been there, they get this opportunity for able to help the people and list them with people who will help them with the agricultural sector on the other side. So you want to say when you come, if the people allow you and give you that power, when you come, you will be able to establish that kind of relationship there and for able support them with the agriculture.
Well, I'm not going to say the chairman we've been there, not been do his own part. You know, himself been try. But just as we say, everybody getting priorities in life. In get in your own area where it be prioritized. But me want look in agriculture. And I feel say, if I put my strength, if I put my focus in agriculture, I'm quite sure say we will reach there. We will get people happy. We will get a huge amount of agricultural produce at the end of the day. You know, like rest. We get very good land. We get bully lands them enough inside Karene. You know, I can say Karene, now one of the district them we get vast land for do plantations, for do rice plantations and other things. If we get that opportunity and we put all our strength in agriculture, trust me, we will achieve a lot.
Okay, so now we don't talk small about agriculture. What's in the other thing where then are you plant them?
Well, in as much as I don't put agriculture as my priority, I not go ignore the fact say education are other very important component. You know, as an educationist, as somebody who don't been at the education field for some time, I think education is another priority.
Okay. So how you want for church the education side?
Well, I get experience in education to some extent. I was a principal before coming to this politics thing. And as well, I don't teach for a very, very long time. You know, not see where small, so young, you know, but I don't teach for a very long time. Teaching I work I don't do all my life. One thing where I feel say I will can inject into the education system inside Karene district. Now if I can promote, if I can upgrade the district council own schools. We get schools and when are these schools and we own schools and that. Now the schools and that way I feel say now they be owned by the district council. In the first place, when I come in as a district council chairman, the first thing I want to do, now forget a school manager for all Karene district council schools. With the idea, I will make we appoint in consultation with the director of education. We go appoint somebody who will feel say this person also fit the bill. Wow. He get the requisite qualifications for make this person serve as a manager of all these schools, that district council schools, so that we'll be able to monitor them and try for upgrade them schools and they, you know, put them to the level where they deserve. If you go today now, I will put Karene as an example. You go to certain schools, you go see say the entire school, you will only get 1 or 2 qualified teachers. If somebody just come out from Beke, he can't teach somebody for sit Beke or for sit Was or whatever. How you expect that picking day for make them up in the public exams? It is very, very difficult. One of the key issues the way they born we inside it, now that we are lack of qualified teachers. And we not get the structures the more I feel say, then go able to push the quality education we want for picking them.
Okay, so now they talk about how you go bring or go able facilitate forget qualified teachers them
Yeah.
now carrying a district and same way so the structures them, right? How you go able to do this within the term where you get?
Well, first, if you go na Karene district now, you go see say good will people and not they establish colleges them within the district. The first thing where I feel say we for do, we get beaucoup picking them or beaucoup young man them or young girls them. We don't sit was. So they just sit down so they don't get nothing for do. We get for encourage them for let them enroll in them distance colleges there. If they enroll in them distance colleges there, so I feel say they go get the requisite qualifications on how for teach, how for handle school administration and all the rest of it. Or another way again, now that the teachers them we already did at the schools them where we feel say and no say they're not qualified, we for make them become qualified by encouraging them for push them make them go do distance learning. If not that they want to do. Or then go to the regular institutions them so that they go get them papers them. And if they come back, then go can give the picking them the right education they need. Then one. Then two, we for support the Ministry of Education, that is the district education office, for ensure say they put on very strong monitoring mechanism, for ensure say the right things have been done at the various schools them around. For example, we get teachers them when they approve. We then say they don't approve them at these schools. Then teachers then they left them schools them, go somewhere else. So they go to the NGO world, go do other thing, whilst them names them they run at the schools them, then get PIN code. All the one and they will for go there for monitor for ensure say then they na them schools then they teach they and they do the right thing. And again, before this time, when we been they go school, we can sit down at school. When they see somebody, they come quietly inside the class. They go sit down at the back. If they come, if they monitor the teacher, they see how the teacher they teach and everything. After some time, they get appraisals. But now we know they happen. We for ensure things that they happen within our own district. As an educationist, we go ensure say we monitor that. We go find people we will feel say we go liaise with the education office for make sure say that particular thing they happen.
All right, so now you don't talk about agriculture and also education. What about the one that we not go school? What do you want to do? Like the young man them and the young ladies them, what do you want to go do for them?
Yes, as I talk to you so now, I get a few things where I don't start for the put together. For them one them we not get the opportunity for go school. For example, within my area I don't buy 7-ton lot quite recently. Where inside that 7-ton lot there, I did put something together for establish a technical and vocational training center. Wherein, then one day we not get the opportunity for go through formal education, they can go there and go learn skills and other things. And that one day, towards the end of this year, for me to early next year, by the grace of God, I will start them. Then again, as I sit down so now, I don't partly procure a gari processing machine where I can set up a mini gari processing industry. Where that one day I believe say at least I will employ minimum 10 people who will produce gari, we package them, and they call them tamem corrections because that's my political name. Where it will help for engage a few youths. And last year, because I don't get this determination, I put 14-acre cassava plantations. With this particular year, I did in a bid for expand them. And I believe say if I do them, I get that machine day one, or maybe I will increase them to 2, I put on at some other strategic point. It will encourage the young man them for do likewise. Would I get cassava, they buy in hand. Or if I not buy them like you hand readily, I go support you, you plant, you cassava, then when you don't, you can sell and give me.
All right, Fambul, this now the election talk series where they come out from campaign saloon and Apex Multimedia partner with beaucoup other people for bring to una the people where they represent we and ask them what in are them plans them. And same way, so how we the people will make informed decisions for better we say we there and the people where they can be.
Eclectic. are the only way. Victory, victory. It's high time that we vote with speak conscience. Victory, victory. Vote wisely if you want progress. The people say no to tribalism. The people say no to nepotism. If you want Sierra Leone to rise again, when the time reach, now for go cast the vote. I say you vote not the answer, for unity, peace and harmony. You vote not the answer, cause it's high time we put all of us, I say you vote not the answer, for economic stability. You vote not the answer, now the time is for put all of us,
Yes, Fambul, welcome back from the break. This is now the election talk series where we title The People Them For Know, Watin Then They Vote For. Remember, say we there with Mr. Abdul Kandeh Turay, the aspirant in Karene district for the district council chairmanship. All right. So you don't tell me so much about agriculture, so much about education, and so much about your other innovative projects then we get. But then I want to let you break them down to it. Is it that when you become a chairman, now you go do this, or you already don't set this?
Well, as I talk to you, so I don't almost complete for develop me 5-year strategic plan. If I become the Karene District Council chairman, and then when I become the chairman, now I go put all the things here so into effect.
Okay, so but then things here where they put to effect, right? You say you don't buy 7 ton lots.
Of course, it's available now.
Yes, and you want for can start a Gary
Production.
Production.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, and then you get for bring all the machine them for do that.
Yes.
So how will they get the money for bring the machine there?
Well, the machine for this Gary processing, I don't pay almost 70% of waiting I for buy them with. And the land, of course, I don't pay for them already.
All right.
So some of them, I don't achieve them already.
Okay, so what now business you come do, or now things the way you want for donate to the people. So they want let them be free. Now this kind of way I want for help me people and for sustain.
No, well, it not going to be a donation. It not going to be something free. And again, me not to one kind person where they put them development project and they for business. If you look at the Tamem Koluma, I create I need to get something, or I need to hope for get something in return. The most important thing is for exist and help the people. So the same thing to this Gary processing something what they try to do. And they get people that really look after the factory or the industry for able for running safe. So therefore, waiting they realize for able keep the thing going, because we get for buy fuel, we get for buy other things and where they keep the thing running. So we're not going to just make them free like that.
All right, but then how you want to do the business with people? Is it that when I go in a partnership with the people and where they work?
May they bring them in,
Yes.
hand them over to trusted people where they want them. You understand? Not to me, they want them personally. And they bring them, and them give people them way appreciated and trustworthy. I give them a startup budget. Then they move with them.
But at the end of the profits, they go all back to you.
Well, I'm not going to say the profit they go all back to me, because we get a mission, forget a kind of, a group of companies, something like that. Or can I say this technical and vocational training center, which would they get there, will they put on there for develop that place? And the same place where we try for develop this technical and vocational training center. Now that same area there, this same Gary processing factory for there.
Okay, so the technical and vocational center, now the council want for developer.
Not to the council, this is something personal for me.
This is something personal for
me.
You. All right, so the
it's
same
an initiative
area.
for me, and Nami they take them up, and Nami they do it on me own.
And so at the end of the day, when you left power, you take over your business.
No, it's going to be for the community.
It's going to be for the community.
For the community, yes.
All right. Okay, so also let me come to the educational side. Okay. You talk about helping the people and we not get the opportunity for go school. And the one that we get already don't see to us, we perhaps want to go university. Okay. For how you go do this? How you go get money for fund them projects there?
You mean for fund the one that we want to go university?
University.
Well, me no go take up that challenge, say I go able to fund somebody education for go university. The most important thing, I go able to pave the way for the people them. Especially picking the one go school where I feel say they don't stuck on the way because of one reason or the other. We defend ways them for talk to the lady and come back in school. We get organizations, the way I saw we had organizations. We're ready for help drop out. We get people and we get money, we're ready for help, picking them way, they go school, they don't stop, and they want to continue. We talk to them, bring them in, let them help.
The people them go see them, go watch them, say, this man gets all of the initiative there. Why you not been bringing them past now?
Well, nothing what we don't do. Okay. Not the first time. When I be a councillor, you can go around and ask. I get tens of students they want to help. Sometimes, not for me own money, but they do advocacy for help them. I get a lot of them who I don't help in that direction. Not to now. And that's why I don't start before this time. And sometimes before even I become a councillor. It's something in me.
All right, you talk on agriculture, say one of the things I like and the fact that the people know they get the machines then.
Of course,
they get the fertilizer. Mm-hmm. How would you want to do them? How you feel say you will help the people and forget that?
Well, on my own, I don't get the financial strength for do them. I don't get what it take for do them on my own. But I think if I liaise with the relevant stakeholders, like the central government, that is the Ministry of Agriculture, we get some organizations them where they implement agricultural projects them around. We work with them and see how best we do advocacy on behalf of the people for making them provide anything there to the people.
Well, remember I said the people the way they watch you now will take this as a promise. It is a promise you are making.
Well, it's a promise.
And we no say they go only for your promise.
Of course I know.
They're only accountable for your promise.
Yeah, my history can judge me as a politician.
All right. So now let's look to the other plans them where you get. We don't talk on agriculture, yes. We don't talk on education. What are the other things within your portfolio?
Well, my colleagues, my company can always call me, say me a feminist. That is to say, me an advocate for women empowerment. You know, that's something where I can be very, very passionate about. I not can like for see women and they perish. I not can like for see who say women can be disadvantaged. So therefore, in me, I get a plan for the Karene District Initiative for Women Empowerment. Wherein we sit down with stakeholders them around. We get women organizations. We will come, we sit down, we brainstorm, and see how we put things them together for ensuring we empower women them, we promote them right.
All right. The fact that you sit down with stakeholders not bad, but also then say who feels it knows it. Yeah. Right. So what about the woman them? When I can say them because this don't be one of the long-term concern where women in the race say then can sideline them. Then can left them behind, even in decision making.
Yes.
So how you go change down in Karene District?
Well, for me, if I talk about stakeholders, relate them to something we get for do with women empowerment, I think the focus now for women them. We get women them na Karene District, we are women of substance. And that make now, I'm so happy that this particular council we get for come now, at the same like say we get a huge number of women representation inside it. So that will make me feel very, very much happy and comfortable because if you work with women them, that particular body there will get a high level of integrity because women them, now people will get integrity and they get pride in their own. You know, not to people who bend something, you know, they can always like for do anything right because now people already shame. They don't want embarrassment. So if you work with them, you can always get the opportunity for like you work good.
Okay. You mentioned say this council where they can start now so get Boku woman them. You mentioned say you want for empower woman them. What are some of the things them where like the woman them na Karene District they suffer with, they constrain with. Well like facing I don't think they are need for touch.
Well one and the key things the way I don't see, maybe only limited to Karene District, all over the country. Not that people can always feel scared for reasons best known to them for put woman them before. They can always get that kind of feeling, say, woman not for lead. For give them positions of trust. People can always get this fear. And me now, council, one of the big statements they were going to make as the chairman for Karene District Council, now that inside my own administration, I will make sure say I give the woman councillors them, we get Watin take the biggest portfolio or responsibilities them, where I feel say if I put them there, they will able to deliver for me.
Okay. All right. Let me also look into the non-violence in Karene district. How you will address that issue?
Well, I think now one of my high points in my own life as a person. As you see me, I'm a very peaceful somebody, and I'm a very tolerant person. Even as within a Karene district now, they will tell you say, I'm one pan the people that really relate very well with me. Colleagues them within at the opposing side, we relate very well, you know. So in terms of violence not in my nature. Somebody where they always decry violence. Any way violence that they condemn them outrightly, then anybody who perpetrate violence, they ensure say the law taking cause against them.
Okay, so how you intend for actively engage with the people? And because people can say sometimes when they want power, then come after they get then lost power. How you go bridge that gap there?
Well, I live in example. I don't get the position for being a councillor. Imagine somebody where in parents then go born a Freetown. I don't live 90% or 80% of my life inside Freetown. I come out of Akana village. For the rest of me 5 years, I resident in the village. If I come out safe, I not go take 2 days out of my place. So I go daily with them. I go ready for answer to their calls, ready for address their issues. I not go just come and talk, you know. They don't trust me already. Because they test me, give me the position of a councillor, then see what they do. One thing I need to do as a politician, I need to lie. If I able to do something for the say yes, this I do. Waiting I'm not able to do the I'm not able to do. And I think my record can speak for itself. The people themselves in my own area where they, the ward where I've been covered, the chief them where they will tell you say that councillor we've been there now, we don't go now as the district council chairman. Now possibly they give promises, now possibly they lie. When it talks say if they do this thing, you will try all kind of for making do. And that is why in my own politics, I need to give too much of promises. Now waiting I feel say I don't almost they succeed forget. Now they talk. Like as I tell you about this Gary processing thing, I tell you about this technical and vocational training center, I don't almost they start them. And they're at hand now as I tell you.
Okay, so they talk about woman empowerment. How you also they make sure say the woman they understand what's in a woman empowerment in your community?
Well, I think we engage them.
How?
We engage them, call them, talk with them, tell them say it's necessary for make themselves stand on their own. It's necessary for make one, they take up leadership positions. It's necessary for make them be very, very much independent in terms of their business, the way that they do. It's necessary for make them able to take decisions on their own. One thing we are glad before this time, woman no get right for own land. But now we don't get lost them where they tell us say woman they capable for stand for inherit land from them parent them. This is a very good one. You know? Before this time, woman will not be get that opportunity. They even the farmland them, now them borders them or the male counterpart them, that they can always take control of them. But now, as I talk to you, if they see woman they go to farm, they do everything with man they do. Now for just come give them the small support. Give them that small push where they need for make them achieve what they want.
Okay. So what's in other thing within your portfolio?
Well, I don't go boss everything I am now because of time, you know. I get a lot. Now
we still get enough time for you.
Yes, I know.
And also remember say the people you want to understand.
Of course.
What thing you get for them.
Of course.
So they go make them vote.
Yeah, I know. One thing where I feel say I get in store now this youth empowerment.
How?
I'm a youth, a young man, you know, and I happen also to be the chairman for Karene District Football Association, where things in one part the areas and that way make I become very popular in my district. So one thing where I feel say I get in mind now for institute an annual award activity where we dey give award to deserving people every year from different walks of life. If you're a farmer, we dey see what you don't produce for the year. If in do for make we recognize you at the end of the year, say this for the Karene District Council Award, this person is the best farmer for this year. If you na tailor, we dey look how you being a tailor don't impact the people of Karene District. If you deserve that award, we dey give you.
But who tell them we don't they see people they give award, empty award, right?
Yes.
And the people them wait and give them award they can end up for pay for their award they have. Now the same thing where you dey talk.
No, not to that. We need motivation. We want motivate the one them where they stand at the church line. We want kind side, but we not get reason we for push them come in. But if they see we they acknowledge other people their own effort, maybe with that they will be motivated for kind side.
Okay, so what are the plans they talk about youth empowerment? What are some of the plans them would you get for capacitate the youth them na Karene District?
Well, one thing, me na a football enthusiast. I dey look first on that side. Before this time, people didn't take football as an idle game. But trust me, inside Karene District, you get talented young man them who sabi play football. One thing where I don't put in my own mind, and where I don't they talk a whisper to them. Now that within the first 2 to 3 years of my term of office, I for ensure say Karene District gets a representation at the National Premier League. We forget a team will go be represented from Karene at the Sierra Leone Football Association Premier League. And then if it happen, it give the young man them na Karene the opportunity for me to showcase their talent. And football will grow. That's one area that one day.
Okay. Then tell me more.
And this other area, this technical and vocational, this non-formal education, you know. Now, some young men and they will not get the opportunity for continue with formal education. We dey try to see how best to put strength in them technical vocational training centers. Like one we get one at Kamakwe, we're already in existence. We dey see how best to go support that one day. The farming area again on the other side. But young man and they don't get much for do. They just they pass around and not get anything for do. But if we make the agriculture activities them very easy, very attractive, and try to make themselves see reason for kind agriculture, then we'll get a lot from it.
All right, so I'll be discuss. You tell me about the technical vocational centers then, or center where you want for start, right? Is this the same center where you talk say the council will go support for, or the council go?
There is already an existing one in Kamakwe, one at the headquarter town.
Okay.
That one day now I feel say we forget support. The council will come in for ensure so we give them the support what they need. Because the district headquarter town now it hosts a huge number of people. You know, when you talk about the location, now it gets boku young man them, and inside that you see people from different communities them, from different chiefdoms or villages, then they can meet up.
Okay, so
that particular technical and vocational training center we did it now if you say council for the huge support.
Okay, so how you go balance the two? The one way you they start and the one way council for support?
That one day when me they start, it's a private thing. It's a private thing where I go hand over to a certain group of people where I believe say they are trusted, where administratively inclined, where I say them we will want them, then go ahead with them. Then if we get projects for do with NGOs or any other stakeholders who say them we will give support in that, they said will come in.
Okay. If you support come for the district vocational center, conflict of interest no go happen between that and you?
No, it no go happen. It no go happen because me will be the chairman of Karene District.
Yes, and you are the chairman, now you same one gets done there.
I believe
and you same one supposed for support the
of course,
district union.
I believe say the same result where I feel say that one day go give na the same result that one they give. The only thing no more, the difference is that one day na the district headquarter town, and this other one in the na the interior part of the district. So they all two, not everybody able go to the district headquarter town for go do skill training or whatever. The one they only able go there, then can able benefit from that one day. Like this one year, so can be a subset of that one within Akamakwe.
All right, Fambul, don't forget say they listen to Abdul Kandeh Turay, na Karene district, and this na the election talk series, where campaign salon they bring to now we join with Apex Multimedia and Boku other partners them. Now so we go take another break.
This election, we no want no drama, no drama, no drama. We the picking and they cry and beg, say yeah, yeah. Next election, we no want no drama, no drama. You vote like weapon, so use them wisely. This election, we no want drama. This election, we no want drama. This election, we no want drama. This election, we no want drama.
Welcome back to the program. The people in for know waiting then they vote for. Remember say na campaign salon they bring them to you now, and with Apex Multimedia and Boku other partners them. We go share this now all the major social media platform them. We still there with Abdul Kandeh Turay from Karene district. You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. How you go ensure say transparency go there when you become the chairman for the district?
Well, one thing we I feel say go ensure transparency and accountability. I don't do that at the council. I don't serve there as a councillor for the past 5 years, and I feel say one of the responsibilities of any local council and for ensure say they be very much accountable to the people. Anything where they come, there's a notice board, wait for them for display everything so that the public will be able to see. And that is why even as councillors, then for always get notice board and then various wards, offices them, and then for the whole then ward committee meetings then to the public view. The same thing again as a council, and that's what they do. But more importantly, if we talk about transparency and accountability here, it gets to do with the core staff, the administrative wing.
You want for the one?
Yeah, me as the chairman will ensure say I inform the public on anything where I feel say the public for know, so that they will get trust in the council. For example, government can get them subventions where they can get a council, where they pass through council for the various sectors them. When they come, we can always display them to the public view. For sure say, this na 50 loans, na income for this sector. This, na income for this sector. Then at the end of the day, the public will be very well knowledgeable about everything we can inside. So by that, we get one group or groups of civil society, like one very well we then call that budget oversight.
Yeah.
This can council for probe into council activities so that council will understand. I mean, people then go understand how government subventions then they come in, then how do they expend them out.
Okay. So the reason we bring the accountability and then now that earlier we discussed now you get the district council, so the district vocational training center, and that of the personal one, right? So how you go able, how you go be accountable in them places there? What I think interest force you go represent now?
This one, I'm not going to take and say this na the personal one. It's been established by me for the people. But it will be in the hands of trusted people to manage it. Because, we'll get an establishment of that nature. You just left and give the people like that. No.
But now you're not the man na power. And now you they over denting them day. Now you didn't at the head for the one within at the district. And now you also they be the head for the one where you give the people where you trust.
Yes.
And now you they talk about trust and right? And here in the case where they run 2 vocational centers them. And the people also need to see the trust, need to understand, say, this and this. So how you go be accountable to them, say, when something come for the district vocational center, that thing they not go for the personal one.
As a council, we need to run any institution outside council. We need to run them. We just they supervise and give support. So like them vocational institutions, they get body where they run them. Like the one Kamakwe now, they get a body of people where they run them. We not support. We support what we go give, no mean say we dey take ownership of them. You know, say council only responsible for basic education. That tertiary education, council not get under. They're not under council jurisdiction. So like, what thing we they do? For make we get we drop out bobo them. For make we get to bobo them, we don't left school. May they get the opportunity for go learn something else. Council need for come in and support that technical and vocational training center there, so that they will get the capacity for admit more young men them who want to drop out of school. The same thing again to the one who myself get the intention for establish this upper part here. Then enough for me could just get way, forget more picking the way they enroll. We don't left school for me then we will learn something else. You know mean say now me get for go on them. Me just they provide the platform for let people able to go no more and get something when they do apart from school.
All right, so how you able to mobilize source for support that
We
project?
get NGOs them with the support. With the right project. With the go beyond government. And government we don't give commitment for help them technical and vocational training centers there.
So the right project for the district union or the right project for
The district union is already in existence. In a support in it no money for go ahead. We will now not existed. We need a plan for we start them.
Okay. And then how you feel say the people go resonate with that saying. Now you get the district vocational training and you get your way and can start. So you don't even get money for start and yet.
Yes.
You say you go write project. Who that in interest you go push now?
All 2 interests that they push.
How?
Now, the one at the district now within in existence. In don't begin whole now, you don't they go on.
How in the world?
It they go on. It get student them, then they move ahead.
You get
They-
the full support way they talk now.
Yes, now for just to capacitate them so that they will get the opportunity for enroll more. Because we don't want for make we see plenty young men them or young girls them drop out of school and not get nothing for do.
Okay, so if we get this one, now for capacitate and for enroll more,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Why the need for another one?
Now because of the geography, the proximity. This Karene district, mind you, we get 13 chiefdoms. And it is far apart. The geography of Karene, you know, is very, very more difficult. So if you go get one Nakamakwe yanda, mind you, you get this axis here, this woman they binti axis. But you know go come can Kamakwe for can do what you want for do. You can see and say it's painful. So therefore, we don't for centralize everything at the headquarters. If the headquarters don't get one, we try to see how for make we ease traveling or we ease access. Okay, we'll get another one at the extreme end again. I think that's so.
That's
No, they close at all.
That's going to be fine, but you plan for making a non-profit,
Of course, it's a non-profit.
the one way they bill.
Of course, it's
It
a
can be a
non-profit.
non-profit.
Yes, we
Where
just
you not
need-
go make no profit
At
for
all,
now.
at
And a
all.
commitment to the
No, trust me.
All right.
Trust me.
Okay, so Watin are your non-violence campaign?
Well,
What do you
me
want for
non-violence campaign that Sierra Leone is a very peaceful country. Now that will be done there, you know, and we don't need to tolerate ourselves over the years. I think we not for allow elections or any other personal things for divide we, because now only Sierra Leone we get. We don't get no other country. So we they talk to every other person, irrespective of your political background or whatever background where you get. Make we put Sierra Leone first. Make we look at Sierra Leone as the bigger picture. Make we not allow anything for divide we. If somebody come immerse you, he tell you say sorry, accept in sorry and draw your foot. If he come immerse you, he not tell you sorry, for the sake of peace, draw your foot and ignore him. I think that that's going to make we be the peaceful people that we don't be before, and it will make we live as a very peaceful people in this country.
All right. The last one I will ask you now how you will collaborate for make sure say all of them things that we don't say come to pass. How your collaboration with
You
the
mean-
central government, with other people.
Well, me na somebody will get the lobbying skills and I need a tire.
Oh.
Now that make us succeed as a councillor. I can write projects on my own. Some of the things the way I achieve as a councillor, not to all by myself. I dey beg. I believe say inside the Karene District Council, if they give certificate, I will go and get a diploma or a degree in begging.
All right. So now you will write project on your own, a small scale, right?
Of course.
And so now they go in the capacity of a big scale. How that go happen, and how you feel say you were able to succeed for do that.
Well, I will get somebody by me. What if you say he will be an expert in project writing, move around, see the needs of the people, and the first thing first way, actually ask me that question, or maybe I don't get the opportunity to tell you. Now that when I come in, the very first thing what they do, in as much as I don't in at the council for the past 5 years, I know what me people they need, I know what the constraints. The very first thing I want to do, now for conduct a thorough needs assessment, a kind of a research.
All right.
Where would they go through and through in the district for know what me people they need?
I think I'll be asking you the question when we start say, what's in the pressing issue system that carry in the
Oh
district,
yes.
right? And you tell me say you not being get, you not be able to name because the problem them.
I say them beaucoup.
So
We
now
need
that's not be
everything.
the opportunity we
Okay,
get
okay.
for able to tell me all of this,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So in 1 minute, tell people why them for vote you. Your final message to people.
Well, the reason we make una for votes for me people una way na the country, na Karene district. The reason we make una for vote for me na the best candidate, and we always team up.
How best?
The best candidate because I don't in a council for the past 5 years. I know how council they run. I know what are the issues in council. I think we will team up. I mean, the only person who gets council experience. And one. Then two, I don't serve the people for 5 years, and I get what I don't do. I get a lot of things where they point out.
Things then like.
What I don't do for the district. I can talk about this much talked about Tamem Koluma. Now a very big achievement for me, because today, from all corners of the district, people in the camp can buy goods, can sell goods. For example, before this time, if somebody want to buy shoes for him picking, he need for can and Makeni for can buy them. But today, you wait for Thursday. If you get your concho, you get your pepper, you go count at the Tamem Koluma. You can sell them. As you don't sell them, you go look for what you want for buy for your picking. You go buy them. You go like us. You don't need for send somebody again at Makeni. You don't need for travel long distance again.
And this time I'm called Luma, now your name.
I mean, name na police
Now your
candidate,
name
Tamem
the
Ko.
G.
Yes.
Now
The Luma.
The Luma.
Yes.
Is this not a PR for you?
If it is not what?
If not a PR for you?
If it is to PR?
Yes, not for advert for you.
Of course it is.
Okay.
You don't advertise me. Of course, now one of the things in this way I feel say make me a standout on top of me opponent.
So this is now one of your biggest thing the way you
One of
do.
the biggest and one of the proudest achievements.
Okay, so how that don't help the people?
A lot.
Like,
Women empowerment, youth empowerment, and everything. Because one reason we make I establish this Luma, when I've been there na the community there, I dey see people in the load pepper na bag for cancel na Makeni. On the way, you dey see water dey come out from the pepper. You dey see people in the get banana, they rep na the stick, say it dey rotten almost. You dey see some people in the get the mango, they pack them so for make them go with a Makeni. At times they travel with them, count on a Makeni, you need to sell. That's why you go dey thing rotten. So I think by myself say, you know what? We need to forget a Luma market now. Amidst the so many challenges, but we get there. We established this Luma today. The entire Karene district is very, very happy about this Luma.
you think say other name not there for give the Luma, first na Tamemko?
Well, I just want to let people know say yes, na me do am. In politics, you need to trumpet your achievements.
And so that means say anything where they do get for Engilimpana.
No, we're not to everything.
Yeah, but you say well let people know, say now you do one.
Of course, not to
Right.
everything. Like one very big thing where I do, where beaucoup people don't know say na me do am. This bridge from Matenhu for Gogbenembu, that bridge, that very narrow bridge, one of the slabs then be root come out. This slab also come out. You don't do the motor and they fasten. You know, you don't do it for some time. Big man they apply that route. Now once I they pass there, I don't get mind drive me motor and pass. When I reach there, I need for call another driver for pass me through another place. The other tell will meet one motor fasten there, the tire go inside. Now God no more that motor for don't roll over on the bridge. You know, I come even though we not to be district, but the fact that me people they apply that route, I can hire a crane will cost me over 4 million leons. I buy a slab, we go fix them up. Even though not to my own district, but the fact say me people they use them, I fix them up. And beaucoup people don't know say that me do that one day.
Okay.
Because I do them because of the fact say me people they use that place.
All right, Fumble, we don't listen to Mr. Abdul Kandeh Turay, we are the aspirant for the district council chairman of Karene district, and then of course you can tell family final say goodbye.
Well, my final say to the people, I dey beg una for make una vote for Dr. Samura Kamara. Me, I am quite sure that they win.
How?
I'm the most popular candidate in Karene district.
You look get confident.
Of course, 100% and more. I just wanted them vote for Dr. Samura Kamara so that I go able to achieve my goals then, because your own dreams and my own dreams, they intertwine.
Okay, so you want to tell me say if Samura Kamara lost the elections, your dreams say also they lost. You plan
No,
for the
they're not
people
go
they
lost. They're not go lost.
But you say
but
you
I get more strength if you win.
Okay.
Yes, I will get more strength if you win.
All right, thank you very much for talking to me. Fumble, this na campaign salon, and the program na the election talk series where we title the people in for know Watin and they vote for. Remember, say this program, they come from campaign salon and they partner with Apex Multimedia and beaucoup other partners them. We go share this now all the major social media platform them, and me we host this program today. My name is Chairman Mustafa Taronka. Where people they call Justice the New Solomon.